Hi everyone, welcome to KG's Kitchen with me Saranya. Spring season is well known for its lush green leaves and all beautiful colorful flowers. Some of the flowers are not only going to fill your eyes and heart but also going to fill your tummy. Yes, it's the rose season and we're going to see some recipes with the rose petals. It's raining here and I'm going to pick some fresh rose flowers. Rose flowers are usually good to pick just after the rain or just before the rain ends because it's going to wash out all the dust. Wash each and every rose flower separately by holding the stem and just dipping the whole flower into it. I've been collecting roses from the month of April because it's the first batch for the roses to bloom in the spring season. So just pluck the leaves and make it to dry, and if you dry it, it would take around 2 to 3 days indoor, or if under the sunlight it will take around 1 to 2 days to dry completely. Once it dries out completely to have a crispy texture, you can just store it in an airtight container and store it for a year long for your future recipes. First, we're going to see how to make rose syrup from fresh rose petals. I've washed here 2 cups of fresh rose petals. Heat a pan and add in 2 cups of water. Along with it, add in 2 cups of fresh rose petals. It's been 3 to 4 minutes since we added the petals. Now you can see the rose petals have given nice pink color to the water. Boil it for a few more minutes. It's been 5 to 7 minutes since we added the flowers. The flowers have completely become pale. It have left all the colors into the water. Now it's time to strain the rose petals. Just take out the rose petals and put it on a strainer. Squeeze all the rose syrup from it. Add 1 cup of sugar. Mix it well. Allow it to dissolve and boil it for a few more minutes. It's been 10 minutes since we added the sugar and the sugar syrup is looking dark red or maroon color. Boil it for 2 more minutes. It's been 2 minutes now. You can see the syrup has really thick now. After cooling it down, you can find the sugar syrup to be a little more thicker than before because of the sugar we added. Transfer it to a clean container and you can refrigerate for about 2 to 3 months. And the colorful and flavorful rose syrup is ready. Next, we're going to see the preparation of rose milk from the rose syrup. Boil some milk. Cool it down. Measure 2 cups of boiled milk and add it to a blender. Next goes in 2 tablespoons of homemade rose syrup. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar. We have also added sugar in the rose syrup. Blend it well and transfer into a serving cup. So the rose milk which we made from the homemade rose syrup is going to be like very pale pink color or most likely white color, which is all natural. We don't have to add lots of rose syrup to it to make it pink color because it's going to make it more sweeter. So add little bit of pink edible food color gel, or if you have the powdered version, you can just add it and mix it well. And now the tastiest rose milk is ready. with homemade rose syrup. So next we're going to see the preparation of roast chicken tikka. Take around 12 pieces of chicken and some onion cut into squares and some yellow bell peppers, green bell peppers and red bell peppers cut into cubes and 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 3/4 tablespoon of red chili powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala and some salt for your taste, 2 tablespoons of yogurt. Add 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Mix it well. Next I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of rose syrup, 1 tablespoon at a time. So here goes the first tablespoon of rose syrup. Give it a quick mix and make sure it's not too sweeter. If it's too sweeter, don't add the second tablespoon, but for me I like the second tablespoon of rose syrup too. Mix it well. So insert everything in the skewer sticks. Heat 1 tablespoon of oil in a pan and add all the 4 chicken skewers. So roast it on all the 4 sides. After roasting on all the 4 sides, yummy roast chicken tikka is ready. Serve it with some rose syrup and it will be gone in a minute, just as my 2 more skewers have gone. Next we're going to see the preparation of roast barfi, which has no sugar and no jaggery. Heat a pan and add in half cup of almonds, half a cup of walnuts, 1/4 cup of pistachios, half a cup of sesame seeds, 1/4 cup of pecan nuts. Roast it until you get the flavors out and cool it down by transferring it in another plate. In the same saucepan, add in 1 cup of water. I have here some dry fruits, dates and figs. Add 1/4 cup of chopped dates, 1/4 cup of chopped dry figs in the water. Boil it for a few minutes. It's been boiling for about 3 to 4 minutes. It's a kind of mashing consistency. After 5 minutes of sauteing, you can see no more water is left behind. Add 1 cup of fresh rose petals. Saute it for just 1 minute or until all the petals loses out all its colors. Now you can see all the petals have turned pale pink. Turn off the flame, cool it down, transfer it to a blender. Blend it smoothly. Transfer it to the same saucepan. Add all the roasted nuts to it. Mix it well. Add 2 tablespoons of honey to it. Give a quick mix. Add 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder. Transfer everything to a container where I have lined with parchment paper. Dab it well on all the sides. Once you have dabbed it all well, add some dry rose petals over the top and refrigerate for 1 hour. After refrigeration, you can see the barfi has set well. And now you can open it and cut into pieces. Protein-rich, yummy rose petal barfi is ready. Thanks for watching the video. Try this recipe and give your comments in the comment section below. If you like the video, give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends.